Every single year, billions of these little blue and silver cans are sold all over the globe. And you probably think you're just looking at a standard energy drink company. Well, you're not. You are looking at a multi-billion-dollar corporate illusion. Today, in this explainer, we are going behind closed doors to uncover Red Bull's hidden empire. Okay, let's dive into this. Just listen to these exact words from Red Bull's own founder. We don't bring the product to the consumer, we bring the consumer to the product. Think about that for a second. They aren't actually trying to sell you a drink. They are pulling you into a carefully constructed, completely inescapable psychological universe. Because here is the raw truth. The liquid inside that can is practically worthless. It literally costs pennies to manufacture. Yet somehow, an absolute, undeniable global empire has been built entirely on top of it. So how do you build a multi-billion-dollar reality out of cheap, flavored water? To understand this, we have to look back at their launch strategy. Ask yourself, why would you launch a tiny, slim can and intentionally price it at double the cost of Coca-Cola? I mean, it defies all traditional business logic. Charging double the price of the undisputed market leader for half the volume? It's crazy. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the answer lies in something called the price-quality heuristic. See, human brains are hardwired to believe that if something is expensive and it comes in a small, concentrated dose, it absolutely must be powerful medicine. Red Bull weaponized our own brain chemistry against us. They intentionally made their drink taste weird and medicinal, which validates that high price and essentially tricks the brain into feeling a magical surge of energy. Just look at the contrast here. On one side, you've got Coca-Cola. A normal-sized can, it's cheap with a universally beloved sweet taste. On the other side, Red Bull, a tiny can, double the price with this jarring, almost medicinal taste. The absolute audacity of this strategy is just staggering. They didn't compete on taste or volume at all. They competed strictly on human psychology. And that leads us to a pretty crucial realization. You aren't paying for caffeine. You are paying for the illusion of power. You're paying to feel like you are consuming a high-octane performance enhancer rather than just another sugary soda. But weaponizing pricing psychology? That is just the very tip of the iceberg. What is the core engine actually driving this entire operation? What's the massive secret that average YouTubers completely miss? Well, this is where clever marketing morphs into highly classified corporate intelligence. Red Bull Media House. That is the secret. Because Red Bull is not a beverage manufacturer. Actually, scratch that, they don't even make the drink themselves. They are a masterclass media and entertainment company. They built a standalone media empire from the ground up, and the drink? The drink is basically just a souvenir. Let's move to and see how this builds, because here is their exact playbook. Step 1. Don't just sponsor events. Own them outright. The extreme sports, the helicopters, the literal space jump capsules. Step 2. Capture exclusive, breathtaking, high-definition footage of these stunts. Step 3. Sell this footage to global TV sports channels. You see how they completely flip the script? They don't pay networks for commercial time. Networks pay them to broadcast. Just let that sink in for a second. For literally every other brand on Earth, marketing is a massive bleeding expense. But for Red Bull, their marketing department is a multi-hundred-million-dollar profit center. This completely breaks all the traditional rules of capitalism. Their marketing generates hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue all on its own. And this is culminated in the ultimate advertising ecosystem. 2 Formula One teams, global football clubs, professional ice hockey teams. Make no mistake, this is not just some billionaire's vanity project. This is a ruthlessly calculated corporate strategy designed to completely monopolize global attention. And this brilliantly illustrates the difference. Compare a giant like Nike to Red Bull. If Nike wants to advertise in Formula One, they hemorrhage millions of dollars just to rent a few inches of space for their logo on someone else's car. Red Bull? They just buy the entire team. They completely bypass traditional advertising costs by becoming the platform itself. 1.5 billion. That is the staggering number of people globally watching these events. Every single second that a Red Bull car is racing around that track on television, it acts as free, organic advertising broadcast directly into the living rooms of 1.5 billion people. You can't even buy that kind of exposure normally. They essentially cracked the hidden code of modern capitalism. Rule number 1, outsource your product. Rule number 2, master human psychology. And rule number 3, capture massive, undeniable attention. That right there is the exact formula behind their absolute global dominance. Which leaves us with one final, kind of chilling question. The next time you open a can, are you actually drinking a beverage or are you drinking a masterpiece of marketing? If you want more untold business secrets just like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button.